there's a part of the movie where it's all pixelated, and I understand. I guess you're probably wondering about that. Why don't you guys talk about that? It had something to do with the rating of the movie.
We got rated NC-17, and Schrader wouldn't change it. And so literally, he said, "We'll just pixelate it," and we were all. I mean,
what?
I still don't understand that decision. I don't understand that decision at all.
Oh, it's 2 shots. Just cut it.
Yeah, it's got it. Zoom in or something. And it's also, I noticed it's actually more than 2 shots. It's that, and it's also the when you're showing the comedy piece on the television. That's all. Every time it goes from the sex scene, that's all blurred out.
All right, should we?
Here. I have one just interesting tangent. To contrast all the smut talk, right at the end of pre-production, I'll say right before the movie's going to start shooting, the next week, our office used to be in a medical building, and there was a shrink across the hall. And a girl comes in, and she's like, "What do you guys do?" And we're talking, and what are you working on? "Oh, we got this movie about Bob Crane, starts shooting next week." She says, "Oh, I knew Bob Crane." And she's a little bit younger than us. We go, "How do you know him?" She says, "My dad worked with him, and they used to do a lot of coke together." I go, "What?" She goes, "Oh, he's a total coke fiend." "Yeah, I remember our living room table. My dad was not a great dad, and used to come and just knock all the papers off the living room table, and he just used to do blow right in front of the kids." And she tells the story.
She's
She's
an
like,
unnamed studio executive.
and she says, "Okay, well, I got my 3 o'clock. Goodbye." And she leaves. And we look at each other and go, "Oh my God, Bob Crane was a coke fiend. We didn't know any of this." And then we had this decision we had to make, which was, do we tell Greg and Paul this? Because it sort of alters the thesis of the movie, which is that Bob had so much sex that his brain melted. Which is the movie. And there's lots of movies about people who did too many drugs. Well, we made the first movie about a guy whose head exploded from sex. And so we said, we're just going to shut up about this, not say a word. So now I'm telling you.
I would have done it so much different.
Is that true?
Yes. Yes.
Well, I think it's bad. I don't think
Because it would have affected the movie.
The movie had an artistic thesis.
First of all, you don't know if that story is true. You know that this was said, but you don't know if it's true.
I believe her.
Well, you believe her.
Michael, wasn't it? Somebody was telling me, isn't it true that I guess they either at one point arrested Carpenter for sex with underage women? I mean, right? Yeah.
Puts a damper on things.
Trying to defend my
Well,
character.
Anyway, why don't we open it up to some questions now?